Yeah, I've been just trying to find my purpose and just trying to trust God and just go from there. That's what I've been doing so far.
I had learned that this kid has had depression, and he has gone to rehab for it because he tried to himself. Let's just be like,
energy hop.
yeah, just be like, welcome back. Welcome back to the Just Got podcast. I know we haven't been filming in a while, but we are back, and this is our special guest, Rich. This is episode 15.
Wait, are we starting?
No.
I thought we were starting.
Welcome back to the Just Got podcast. We know it's been a little while since we posted last time, but this is our special guest, Rich, and this is episode 15, Finding a Purpose, and he's going to be reading the verse of the week.
All right. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good. Those who are called according to his purpose.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's a really good verse. I think
That's
it
that
just
iconic verse, Romans 8:28.
yeah. So, we haven't really posted in a while, so I feel
Yeah.
like I haven't really
Been a minute.
talked spiritually. I mean,
Yeah,
I've talked
for real, bro.
spiritually to some people, but I feel like I haven't done it like
I've just
in
been
front of-
alone by myself, bro.
I feel like I don't do it in front of the camera no more.
Yeah.
Which is not like, I don't think of it when we're doing podcasts. I don't think of it as telling it to a camera. I feel like I'm telling it to people who are watching
Yeah.
the podcast and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, that's really the
You
reason
got like
why
people's
we-
on the other side of the camera, pretty
yeah.
much.
And you don't have to hold the phone.
We're good.
You just
I
started
just
staying.
sit right here.
My fault.
Alright.
Yeah, no, it's all good, bro. But really, just thank you, Rich, for just coming back on the podcast.
Hey, no problem. Glad
This
to be
is-
here. Glad to be
yeah,
here.
sir.
A little late, but glad to be here.
Yeah. We were supposed to start
Yeah.
2 hours ago.
Yeah.
We kind
all
of
good,
just started
bro.
rambling.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like a whole podcast before the podcast.
Yeah.
We were just talking, really.
Yeah.
But
We had some deep conversations.
I know. But really, not just in front of like for the podcast, but I just want to know with like you guys, because I feel like I haven't really connected with,
I think the
I
only
feel like-
person I've connected with truly was probably like been Brock
yeah.
so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too, just Brock. But I feel like I
Yeah.
haven't really got to know like
We live next to each other.
we live next to each other. We haven't seen each other for like what feels like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like what's something y'all have like experienced spiritually during the summer since like last time we saw each other? Or the last podcast.
I guess just like, honestly, just like finding peace, like where you're at, like now, like, and not worrying about like in the future, like just finding peace, like in the like. I feel like we look at the future. I saw this one. I think we look at the future more than we do what we have right in front of us.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, that's good.
and
That's
mean,
literally what I like told myself yesterday,
Yeah.
because I feel like it's so easy to stress about tomorrow or stress about what's gonna
Oh,
happen in
yeah.
a week, in a
Oh,
month, in
yeah.
a year. But I remember this person telling me that just enjoy the moment right now. Enjoy
Yeah.
right now.
even if it's a bad moment, like you can
Yeah.
make something good out of it.
Mhm. Exactly. You shouldn't be living in fear.
Mhm.
You should be living in joy.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be
Yeah.
worried. Even Jesus says, "Don't worry about what's gonna happen tomorrow. Whatever you're gonna eat, whatever you're gonna wear. Just enjoy the presence today."
Yeah.
And I feel like that's so important. We get to. I feel that's even a big cause of my overthinking. I know I've struggled with overthinking a lot, and I mean this whole month has just been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Really, just me overthinking, and I feel like that's such great advice. I shouldn't be overthinking about the future. I should just be thinking about
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have anything that like, I guess,
Like,
same
over the
question?
summer?
Yeah, same question.
Basically, finding my purpose and, just having faith in God, because I mean, work it can be stressful, just running around, everyone's running around crazy, summer, blah, 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 this and that. But, I've been just trying to find my purpose and just trying to trust God and just go from there. That's what I've been doing so far.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Summer for me is like the hardest time for me because
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah.
I have nothing like. I mean, I have work, sports, and then it's kind of it, Because for me, every summer, like ever since I've moved to Christian school and I've found out my calling and I've grown with the Lord, it all happens over that school year.
Yeah.
then when the summer comes, I drift. And this is the closest I've ever felt to God during the summer, but I've still drifted. Does that make
I hear what
sense?
you're saying.
I've still went away from God.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to get back into the habit of being consistent with the Lord. And it's just, so summer for me is not the best experience sometimes, but I still love that, like, I get to go to the beach. Like, I'm still thankful that, like, I ain't got school, but
Yeah.
it's
Must be a
just
shift.
it's just hard to keep
Because you're
that
kind of just
fire
like by
going.
yourself. Like, even though you can talk to people, but like when you're just like kind of alone, like at your house or something,
Yeah.
it's hard to like talk to people, I guess, or like express your
Because
feelings.
you go from seeing them like every day to now. You have
like
to
you're on
plan
your
to
own,
hang out.
yeah.
You have to
Especially
plan to
like
hang
Bible
out now.
class
Oh
too.
yeah, especially planning to hang out.
Yeah.
That's like impossible now.
Yeah, bro.
Uh,
Everybody's working and stuff.
I'm,
It's
in,
crazy.
I'm in Japan right now. I can't.
but I mean, like honestly, about the planning on to hang out. I mean, if y'all don't, I mean, it just. I feel like just summer just gives you time on yourself though. If y'all really think about
Yeah.
it,
It gives you
Yeah.
time
Like,
to reflect on, like, how you've grown as a person.
and like
and how
what you've been doing recently, like
Yeah.
what do you need to fix, like this and that. Just a whole like lay down of who you are and this and that. You know.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's something where you are no longer with you and your friends. I feel like when you're by yourself, it gets harder for sure.
It gets deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it's just you and God, that's when it gets real.
I feel like
yeah.
when you're by
That's when
yourself
you're-
too, it's like you reflect more, like
Yeah.
of like just things.
I feel like I've prayed more than I ever have in my life this month, just because I've gone through so much, and I just
Probably this week, bro.
this
Honestly, bro.
honestly the past this whole week I've
Yeah.
like just yesterday, like I told Brock, I was reading my Bible and praying all day yesterday. Like I literally at this point kind of just fasted. I didn't eat till 10 p.m. yesterday, like all day. Yeah.
It's
I
crazy, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
for me, like, I'm always telling myself, like, summer's gonna be different. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna start praying. I'm gonna read my Bible. And it's just, I lie to myself every time. It's not necessarily because, like, it's just me being human, I guess. It's just me being
Yeah.
like, I ain't got nothing to do. I can do it later. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
then the video games happen. And I want to stay on all
Yeah.
night.
Exactly.
Like grinding a game. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, that's what
Yeah.
staying up late with the boys, like, that's what you put summer into, hanging out with your friends, going to the beach, just doing stuff that, like,
Yeah.
just what you would normally do on a summer.
Dude, I'm knowing to talk. I was on Fortnite till like 1:00.
Bro.
last night. Like distractions, dude.
Yeah,
I haven't
bro.
played Fortnite in so long till like Monday night when Brock.
Oh,
reached-
yeah.
Brock's the one that reached. I haven't played like no video games this entire summer.
My bad.
He got me out of my streak, but he told me to play Fortnite with him. I remember I played like 2 games and I was already like falling asleep just because this like past 2 weeks
Dude.
I fall asleep like I've taken like ever since I've been back from the team camp.
Yeah.
I've been taking like naps,
Dang.
afternoon naps because I've been so tired.
Was that
and-
camp like a Christian camp?
Yeah, it was a Christian
was?
camp. Yeah, and I'll get to that in a little bit with
Yeah.
the whole story.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a big story.
There's a good story.
Watch till the end.
Watch till the end.
Yeah.
To get the testimony.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, bro, I've just been so tired. And even
Yeah.
yesterday, like I took like I think like a 4-hour nap.
Dang, bro.
And that was like in the middle of me eat like
Bro.
I probably would have not ate if it wasn't for my parents telling me like you gotta eat something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still had no appetite even when I was like
That's crazy,
It's
bro.
hard to, like, because it's summer, bro, because you're like, I ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
bro.
Let me just stay up late. And you realize you stayed up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then you wake up at 10 o'clock. I'm a
Noon,
morning
yeah.
person, bro. Like, I got to
Me
start
too,
my
bro.
day like it.
I like waking up. I like
Yeah.
sleeping.
do my
The
thing.
thing, I like sleeping, like going to bed late, but I like waking up early.
Yeah.
bro.
There you
Like-
go. Yeah.
And, like, at the beginning of summer, I would stay up to, like, 1 or 2. Honestly, probably 3. I ain't gonna lie. And I would wake up at, like, 5 o'clock because that's what my body was on that routine.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around looking like
A zombie.
a zombie.
For me, it wasn't even video games that made me like I stayed up late, but it wasn't because of video games. It was literally just me binge watching like a bunch of shows.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, I haven't
yeah.
found a show that like hits this summer.
I don't know.
bro.
There's so
Bro.
many seasons that are coming.
I know.
out.
I want to watch. What was that show called? That David
Games?
show. No.
Oh, House of David.
House of
bro?
David.
Oh my
I've been wanting to
gosh,
watch it, and I just
so
like.
good.
We've been doing that since
Bro.
like
Wait, House of
20
David's
pod-
tough.
I just
Yeah,
never
you
watched
watched
it.
it?
Yes,
Oh
I've
yeah, we
watched it.
talked.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
talked about it.
He's been-
Yeah,
He's saying he was gonna watch it the same day as that
Bro,
podcast.
I just, I just kept on
talked
putting it
about it,
off
bro.
and
It's
putting it
tough.
off.
Bro,
but
that honestly, it's insane. Cause like,
I'm just not a big show
if you
person
read
either.
First
Yeah.
Samuel and like go back,
Yeah,
to,
I was
like,
about to say that.
and line it up with how the show starts, bro. And it's talking about how Saul like takes, like disobeys God and like tries to get the glory for himself.
Yeah.
And it shows how like God like put the evil spirit in him. And, like it's
Bro.
insane. And how his wife like turned away from God because like when Samuel told Saul that like he was going to be the king or whatever.
Yeah.
He like that was it wasn't Saul's house, it was God's house. And I
Yeah.
remember the mom was like talking to to her children or to the what was the girl's name? The sister of Jonathan.
yeah.
Michelle or something like that, or Abigail. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Hang on, is this Saul like? Is this like
It's in the
Saul
movie.
and like Paul? Like is Saul Paul
No,
or
King-
is this a whole different Saul?
It's King Saul.
It's King Saul.
King
Okay,
Saul.
okay.
He-
He's
when
the
he-
Old Testament.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
this is Old
okay,
Testament, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was like he just like got really old or
It's the
something. I don't know.
crossover.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, this is King Saul, and I remember his wife was like, the sister was like to Jonathan because you
Yeah.
know Jonathan was Saul and all that.
Yeah.
And he said the sister was like, well, this is God's house though, or something like that. And the wife was like, this is not God's house. This is our house. Because like then she like started to do witchcraft because she was trying to cast out what the evil spirit that the Lord put in Saul
Yeah.
because he disobeyed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's insane how they showed Jesse and like David's dad and like how David was like not
Yeah.
he was the
I need
youngest
to- bro, I
son
need
and
to
he
watch
wasn't
it.
the
Yeah.
That
son.
sounds pretty good,
Like-
bro.
Like on one scene, bro. So, you know how you were talking about like that possessed whatever,
Yeah.
that witch whatever, bro. Okay, so like his daughter, or I think it was his maid, like he was like asleep and stuff, and he was like possessed and all that.
Oh, yeah.
and
And he, like-
then bro, okay, so like bro,
Bro,
was,
this sounds
like,
crazy.
So he,
They're like-
he was-
they're
he was
like- they're like-
already,
yeah.
he was already
Talking about it, we haven't
he
seen
was
it.
already like fighting and stuff, and like he didn't know like he saw
'Cause when
he
he
saw
would-
Samuel in front of him, wasn't it?
Yeah, so when he sleeps, he like
He like
He goes
spasms
crazy.
out.
He
He
goes
goes crazy. So like Samuel was in front of him and stuff, and he was talking about how you need to give this to God. Like it's not yours. It's not like you're all that. You're like he was trying to take it, like take what was God's and stuff. And he was like, no, this is mine. Like this is my throne. This and that. And then bro like grabs the spear and freaking
throws it at the maid,
But
bro.
but like he like thought it was Samuel, but he killed his maid.
yeah, bro.
dang.
It's
He
insane.
killed
Like
his-
hallucination.
Yeah,
Yes, it
yeah,
was like a
yeah. So
Oh.
like Samuel,
Is this House of David or John Wick, bro?
I'm telling you, bro.
but like Samuel or Saul, because he was fighting the
He was fighting in a war.
yeah, he was fighting in the war. I forgot what the Immaculates. I can't remember, but the king over that was like a demon, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
He drank blood. He
Okay.
would do all this demonic stuff, and God was like, take him out, kill everything, kill cattle, kill all of this, and he saved him, and like pretty much like Saul was like being boastful about like his victory or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he wasn't obedient to God, so that's why that's why the Lord had to put that evil spirit into Saul to make him go crazy. So when Saul would sleep, he would go crazy, like you just said, and he so David could sing like really well. He played the
Yeah.
what was it, like the
It was like a little
Harp?
violin.
yeah, like
Yeah,
a
I think
harp. It was a
I think
harp,
it was
something
a
like
harp.
that, and he was like insanely good at it. And that's so he David went to Saul's
Throne.
Yeah.
whatever,
yeah, and
kingdom.
like would pretty much play that song before he would go to sleep and stuff, and that's how he would be calm about it. And like it's crazy, bro. It's honestly like it's
Bro,
crazy.
I just kept up like pushing it off and pushing it
Yeah.
off and just like not. I haven't got time. Well, I mean, I've had time. I just haven't watched it. Like,
bro,
I
I'm
forgot
telling
about
you, it's
it,
wild.
honestly.
And like the whole Goliath scene, bro.
Bro.
It's like
You feel like you're there, bro.
you,
For
yeah,
real?
like I'm being so for real. And like Saul wasn't even like
It's
he-
crazy to think that like giants were real back then. Bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And
I know.
Saul was like useless, bro. He was just sitting in the bed like bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I couldn't imagine like.
You need to watch it.
I can't imagine just like walking up and seeing a giant. Just like it's like a regular day. It's just
Yeah.
crazy. Like,
And it just shows how like David was like faithful to
I
God
brought
and
out,
stuff.
bro.
Oh yeah.
I think to be honest, if David didn't have God, he would have lost that fight.
100%.
Like,
No,
that-
100%.
He would have shot that
100%.
like little what is it called?
Slingshot.
It like would have missed or something like.
Yeah. And when Samuel was like, because God told
like a
Samuel,
whole like series recap.
yeah,
Recap.
God told Samuel to like go up to Jesse, which is David's dad, and David or Jesse had all these other sons that were like warriors.
Yeah.
Elab, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
He was like the best of them, and David was like a little like
Yeah, he was scrawny.
Yeah, a little
like
scrawny.
you would never think he'd be a king, and it's cool to see how like
Yeah.
because he
How-
anointed him with the oil like Samuel did. And
Yes,
whatever.
and, like
It's good.
he put honey on his forehead, and then like
Yeah.
next thing you know,
That's like the oil.
he like bro. As soon as Samuel touched it, David's forehead, like bro had visions and stuff, and he like all this and that, you know, like
Yeah.
it just went into a different dimension basically.
That's
and then, like,
crazy.
he is the one while his brothers were like strong in battle, and like bro, not gonna lie, his brothers is like really good, like
Really?
swordsmen. I'm telling
Dang.
you, but I don't know, bro. But that's how you know, like the faith of God is like
Yeah.
much
Stronger
higher.
than, like-
and-
Yeah, since we're
which
talking
is
like purposes, like if David walked in there with like a whole different purpose, like he was doing it for himself, then he would have lost.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
complete mauled.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, bro.
200 to the face right
I'm
there.
telling you, bro.
Goliath would have picked him up and stood around the arena.
Bro, the way they made
It's like the Hulk with Loki.
It was
bring me another.
yeah, bro, it was insane.
Talking
Dang,
about movies and shows, bro. I just gotta plug this in, bro. My short film, bro.
Oh
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Oh no.
Well, I've been
good.
promoting it on like the Just Got podcast account, and it feels like such a weird
Hashtag ad.
it feels like such a mood cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had released a short film called I Can't Stop Overthinking, and it has like text messages in like the beginning and the end, and pretty much I just remembered like I released it like 2 weeks ago. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure almost
A
3.
month, yeah.
Almost
Close to a month. I don't know.
3 weeks ago. Yeah, but like it's like almost 3 weeks ago I just released it, and really at the time, literally by the time I had already filmed it and I was like in the middle of editing it, like that week I was editing it, something had happened in my life and it just kind of gave it like a whole new purpose, you know.
Yeah.
And when I just like it's kind of a true story, but like I don't know how to like if you ever watch it, you know, it's like
Yeah.
I mean, there's bits and pieces that are true about it, and you know, just something like that where I'm just so glad to have made it. You know, really just it's really short. It's like
Because
4
like a lot of
minutes.
people deal with overthinking. I know
Yeah.
I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Like
I
it's a
think
big
everybody
thing.
does.
Yeah, I think everybody
yeah.
does, but it
Yeah.
can be seriously bad for most people though.
It can make honestly some people just like I don't know, just not like kind of like how like you didn't eat, but like maybe not for that reason, but like it can get to the point where people don't really eat like because they're just so
And they're unmotivated.
Yeah.
Like they're just sitting there and
It
For
like
real, bro.
affects them like on different levels. Like
Oh, yeah.
somebody could take it as like low, and then there's some people that have it high. And it's just it's crazy.
yeah, it's different for a lot of people. Like the way.
Yeah.
And it could be something like for some people, it could be like a little small thing that makes them overthink, like stuff like that too. But
Have you ever like, Rich, just like, I don't know, just, I guess, I want to say depressed, but just have been like in a state of, like you said, feeling unmotivated?
oh yeah. Okay, so we've all been through a relationship and stuff, and
yeah,
we just think they're the one, and the next thing you know, it just happens and all that. She ends up cheating on you, something
Yeah.
like that. But I'm telling, it gets real sometimes. But so that past month, I've just been feeling like unmotivated, like I'm nothing, like what am I, like I did everything for this a girl, like, what am I doing, this and that. By the way, this was
Yeah.
like years ago.
Okay. Okay.
This was like years
Okay.
ago.
It was like
so,
yesterday. What?
but yeah, I just, you just really feel unmotivated at that point because you really thought like, like honestly, like I'm a guy that like, I love, like I feel like love is my title for real.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's the biggest like emotion for real.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't think that, I mean, probably others can compare, but just for me,
Yeah.
love is the biggest thing for me.
I think why
but-
love's such a, sorry to interrupt, but
No, you're
like,
fine. No, you're fine. Continue.
yeah, so like love, like it's such a strong emotion because like,
Yes.
it's God.
I think
Like,
yeah,
that's
too.
God's
Yeah.
like
Plus love, you can like I know there's like other like feelings and stuff like that, but I feel like love like combines like all of them.
all of them.
Like-
yeah, it defines like all of God's like the fruit of
Yeah.
the spirit.
It kind of puts them all into one. That's
Oh, yeah,
how I
yeah.
look at it.
Yeah.
Like
And like that's the reason why you can't, if you have a girlfriend and stuff, this and that, but if you're talking to one, you can't just that's why you don't rush in. Because
yeah.
like the meaning of love is like really deep. Like it's like just
It's a strong word.
stuff.
yeah.
It's
It's
a
a
very
it is
strong
yeah,
word.
that's yeah.
So you can't say if you don't mean it. Like you can't lust and love is not the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's completely different and stuff. Like you can't, if you lust over something, it's not gonna last.
Yeah.
But if you love, that'll last for eternity, which
Yeah.
is God.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
a little bit vulnerable. Yesterday, I just felt like speaking about this, but yesterday was about a girl.
Yeah.
Bro, it's actually
Yeah.
crazy
Bro, it's
how
wild.
y'all three have the same like.
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro,
I'm
It's
telling you.
crazy.
So I'm gonna
It's
go
crazy.
I'm gonna go deep into it, but yesterday, the way like exactly how you explained it, bro, I just felt like I felt no purpose.
Yep.
I felt no worth yesterday, and I just had been laying down my bed. Like I just got off work in the morning, but like after that, I just kind of stayed on my roof listening to like music,
Oh yeah.
and like I just like didn't eat. I had no appetite to eat. It wasn't because I didn't want to, it's just because I felt nothing but pain. I didn't feel
Oh, yeah.
no hunger or anger. I just kind of just felt hurt. And I read when he talked about love. I read to like 1 Corinthians 13. And I'll just read the chapter because it's like 13 verses.
Yeah.
But it's literally, the title is literally called "Love is the Greatest," and I just how you explain how
It
it's so
is.
easy.
It
So
is.
I'll just read it real quick. It says, "If I could speak all the languages of earth and of angels, but didn't love others, I would only be a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I had the gift of prophecy, and if I understood all of God's secret plans and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains but didn't love others, I would be nothing. If I gave everything I have to the poor and even sacrificed my body, I could boast about it, but if I didn't love others, I would have gained nothing. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustice and rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. Prophecy and speaking in unknown languages and special knowledge will become useless, but love will last forever. Now our knowledge is partial and incomplete, and even the gift of prophecy reveals to only part of the whole picture. But when the time of perfection comes, these partial things will become useless. When I was a child, I spoke and thought and reasoned as a child, but when I grew up, I put away childish things. Now we see things imperfectly, like puzzling reflections in a mirror, but then we will see everything with perfect clarity. All that I know is partial and incomplete, but then I will know everything completely, just as God knows me completely. 3 things will last forever: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love.
That's good, bro.
Dang,
Bro,
man,
that's
just-
deep.
That's
Yeah.
really deep,
That's
bro.
deep.
insane.
Yeah, and just like really, that's why it's so easy to love, because God had intended us to love others. You know, whether that's in a relationship or just like brotherly love.
Yeah.
You know?
Brother.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's what God shows is love. So we need to reflect like we're
Yeah.
supposed to be a reflection of God.
Yeah.
Why not?
And like I feel like it's changed
Oh yeah.
these past years and stuff, like, you know, decades, whatever. Because now we see, like, in this generation, we see, like, love is corrupt,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
You know, there's, I don't know, but this generation is fraud, basically.
Pretty much.
Flying
Yeah.
sites.
Not wrong, bro.
I feel like
pretty,
not wrong.
Yeah.
it's pretty much. It's just like how it was back then was like completely beautiful. Like from the beginning was completely beautiful. I feel like we didn't like. I feel like there was less like lust and all this and like.
Social media killed romance.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
There you go.
I literally
Social
saw a
media-
reel about that the other day.
Yeah, that's what I see some-
Title this.
Wait, what'd you say?
Social
Social
media,
media
kills
kills
romance.
Oh, 100%.
100%. It flipped it a whole nother chapter and stuff. It's just terrible. It's just terrible,
Social
but-
media completely like. It depends on how you use it, obviously.
Yeah.
There's benefits to using social media
Yeah.
for like because
Good stuff.
Because
Yeah.
you can like
Do my social
research.
media, check out our Instagram. That's my podcast.
TikTok.
And, like,
TikTok.
You can
they're
do
everywhere.
research. Like
Bro, there's like times where like I'm going through a tough time and something just sad pops up on my TikTok feed. Or
Yeah,
my,
bro.
I'm just like, what the
Since
what
like
the
we're talking
heck?
about like love and I guess like the world now that uses it like Love Island for example. Like
Oh
like,
my
okay, I'm gonna get into
God.
this.
Do not
I'm gonna get into
get
this.
into
Yeah.
Bro,
Have you heard of that show?
Dude, it's
Love Island?
But I've never watched
completely
it.
wild.
I've never watched it, but I just know it's full
Yeah.
of lust.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Like complete. It's not even a love island. It's a lust island.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, all these Netflix,
Oh,
all these
yeah, yeah,
Netflix
okay, I
series,
do
like
know
Like,
that.
Perfect
love,
Match,
Love is Blind.
Love is like perfect. The Bachelor,
Yeah.
like okay, so something about The Bachelor. So like, there's okay. So do y'all know like marriage and all of that? So
yeah.
I think they okay. So I think they have to get married, even though if you don't like it, like even though if you don't like that person, they give another girl flower, and then the other one they gotta put a ring on her finger, which is like freaking wild. Like
Yeah,
we went like we came.
It's like I don't know how long The Bachelor like the whole process of like when you like find the girl,
Yeah.
but like I feel like they get married as soon as they like they,
Oh, yeah.
after it may only be like 2 months and they're like you got to get married now or
Like
something like that.
you straight up don't even know that person like
Fully,
but
yeah.
but like outside the show and all that, when they go back home they just break up and like never to be seen. They're straight up like I don't think y'all know Dominic, but he's on Perfect Match. So he was dating this beautiful girl, I mean like gorgeous, like I think she was
10 out of
10. She was 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Like I didn't see anything wrong with her. She was like she was loyal, this and that, everything and that. But then he ended up breaking her heart, and then they got back together. So they were back. I think they were like still dating and stuff after the show. Then a couple of weeks later they broke up.
yeah.
And they've never seen each other again, which is like corrupt. Like
Yeah.
those shows, especially Love Island.
Yeah.
Especially Love Island, dude. It's terrible.
I had seen like a reel, and it's like how many like about like the couples that watch Love Island together. It's like we're not a Love Island type couple, like watching type couple. We're the 50 states in 50 days. Yeah.
Have y'all watched like Ryan Trahan?
Yeah. I'm trying to catch up.
He in Arizona or where's he at?
He's in he went to Maryland today.
Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm far behind.
Yeah, me
back.
too,
I
bro.
haven't even watched
get
it.
back.
I haven't watched
first-
the other video.
Wait,
other
yeah.
video.
wasn't last week he was in Alabama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to I think like down south.
Yeah, I saw him.
Oh, wow.
Alabama.
He passed my mom.
Yeah.
Him and Haley, bro.
He went to like Pigeon Forge too.
Really?
For real?
Yeah, he
Oh,
went to
wow.
Pigeon Forge. Like
Have y'all ever
Hollywood.
met anybody like extremely famous?
Extremely famous.
Besides like sports players, but that's about it. Like
True.
I met Bruce Pearl, but that was about it. Like that's
I
like
mean, not really.
I want to be completely honest, and this is like a little crazy, but when I was in Nashville, I saw the Hawk Tour girl.
no.
I didn't like meet her, but like I saw her.
Yeah, you
Like
saw
walking
her.
on the street.
Yeah. I think
That's
she was
crazy.
like I just saw her walking. I was like, what the heck?
The only
But-
people I've ever seen like that's like have like a little bit of like famous. I was in Gatlinburg during the winter, like during December,
Go saw Dollywood.
And
Dolly
like,
farted.
no, I was like in Pigeon Forge. I was like I was in Pigeon Forge, like
Yeah.
downtown, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know where the water fountain is?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the big,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
plays the songs.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on a bench facing the water fountain. All of a sudden, I see like this TikTok fam. I don't know what they're called, but I've seen them obviously
Yeah.
on TikTok.
Yeah.
And they walk across, and I'm like, what? Because I was just like, no way that was like,
Yeah.
it just didn't feel like real.
Yeah, it
like,
just
Yeah.
didn't feel real.
I was
Like,
like,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
crazy.
Status.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Status will break people's necks. I mean, that's what I.
Bro, would y'all like, since we're talking about like TikToks and stuff, would you want to get famous? Like, honest, like, would you want people?
For a good reason, I guess.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
good reasons.
Let's
Like,
just
if
say
I'm-
like
if I'm
you don't
like-
know, like you don't know.
I
your
wouldn't do
reason.
it because of the fame.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it whatever makes you famous, I would do it because I love it.
Yeah.
Not because
Yeah.
of the fame, really.
Yeah.
makes sense.
And people
because-
just like kind of like hop on, like
If I
like, follow
end
you
up
pretty much.
becoming famous, then like okay, fine, but like I'm still
Yeah.
gonna, like for example, like
Do you
making
think?
movies.
Do you think like when people become famous, like I mean I know like some like Christian people stay the same, but like you've seen like these like influencers and stuff, they like change their whole like
Yeah.
personality
Yeah.
and like
leaving their day ones?
they'll like for real
it's
they'll
like
like
got $20 leaving.
they'll leave like their lifelong friends just because they got famous and think they're not that they're at a higher standard now.
Yeah.
Since they got
their
famous.
friends aren't superior to them
Yeah.
anymore. Cause
That's what I would be scared of.
Bro,
'cause,
that's like-
it's so easy to like. It's so easy to just kind of flip that switch, like kind of think you're better than others.
I'm better than you. This and that.
like
Yeah.
and like the women who do like OnlyFans and stuff, like
Yeah.
they're famous for a
Bad reason.
awful reason.
Yeah.
Awful
You know,
reason.
like it's insane.
Yeah, I would not. Yeah, bro. It's crazy that you can make money off that now.
Yeah.
You
bro.
know that one girl that got like she
Oh,
turned to Christ.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was on
after-
Process podcast, but that was
Yeah,
that was
I
really
watched
good.
that podcast.
really good.
Yeah,
It's this. Have you heard about it?
Mm-mm.
It's this girl who was on OnlyFans, and she was like promoting cheating.
And her father was like a pastor and stuff.
Yeah, pastor, and he would literally like encourage her to do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So he
Wow, bro.
could get some of the paychecks from
that's
her.
crazy.
And it had come to like
What?
she turned to Christ afterwards, and she literally went. She's been on so many podcasts, but the one I watched was like with Bryce Crawford.
Yeah.
And she was
Yeah.
on like Bryce Crawford, and she said she was making like millions, you know,
Dang, bro.
just a crazy amount of money. And but she said that how the industry worked out with how many like agents are trying to like use like these girls to pretty much make them money because they would always take cuts, you know.
Yeah.
They'd always take cuts and stuff.
Yeah,
But it's just crazy, bro. Like how
For real.
bad it is in the world.
I know
now.
like when like I bet like when that girl like returned back to Christ, she probably got like a lot of backlash, like thinking.
Oh, yeah, her
Because
parents
I know
hate
some
her.
people like you can't. God's not gonna love you. Just like you can't return, pretty much.
Yeah.
When some
Yeah.
cases, like I know, like some people just hate on them. Which I mean, Jesus, he's still gonna forgive them.
Yeah. 100%.
We don't really have much time, so I'm gonna just say what I was teasing in the beginning of the podcast.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Here we
Buckle up, guys.
Here we go.
Alright, so I don't know.
5 hours
so
later.
I'm gonna just say this. I won't drop any names or whatever.
He will.
It's this guy.
Be ready.
Yeah, but I was at teen camp, right? I had said this in this podcast, but I was at teen camp, and while I was on teen camp, I had met this kid, right? He was in my cabin. There was like I think 8 people in our cabin. There's like, but yeah, he was in my cabin, and it was kind of getting towards like the end of the camp. At the end of the camp, they do like baptisms for people who haven't been baptized and stuff. And they try to give him like this sheet and just ask him, do you want to get baptized? And he said he didn't want to, you know. He doesn't want the sheet. He doesn't want to get baptized. That he doesn't really believe in God, you know, that God can fix his problems anymore. So he kind of just turned it down, like turned it away, like I don't want the sheet. And then like it got to a point where we're like, as a group, you know, we were all already starting, like it was already the end of the night. And we were heading back to our cabin. Everyone in our cabin was just going in, you know. But he decided to go to like the back of the cabin.
Yeah.
Because there's like a balcony, so you get like a good view of the lake and stuff. So he just went there by himself. And just something in me was just like, I'm gonna go follow this kid, you know. That's what, wait, hella. I'm gonna just go see.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow him.
I'm a
chance.
I'm gonna go see what's going on with this kid. And when I had gone there, I had caught him crying.
Yeah.
You know, he was just crying, and really what I had learned about him, I kind of just started like conversations and I got to know him. And I think he just changed his mind about it. Like it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And he still had the thought of killing himself, you know, even till like, you know, he just told me he still had the idea of it because he said, it just stuck with me. But I remember him telling me that he has cried so much that tears don't even come like
Dang, bro.
through his eyes no more. He just
Oh
kind of
my-
just like,
wow.
he kind of just feels empty, you know, and I really just gave him my testimony of how, you know, because even during the time, like I said, with what I was going through, I had
Yeah.
gone through it 3 weeks ago. So I had already been going through a tough time and I had to be there for someone who was also going through a tough time, you know?
Mhm.
And really what I told him was what I wish someone else had told me, you know?
Mhm.
And I had just been there to comfort this guy, telling him that whether you choose Jesus, you know, you're still gonna have a hard life. Choosing Jesus isn't gonna get rid of your problems.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I told him it had taken me a long time to accept that fact, but you no longer have to deal with your problems alone. You know,
Mm.
you're with Jesus now, and I remember this kid had just, you know, it was just telling him, he was still crying and stuff, and I had even told him about the podcast. You know, how he even came upon going like making the podcast. I told him when I made the podcast, I had been so kind of just done with life. I kind of just felt, like I said, useless. But until I found the podcast, it just kind of brought me peace about a lot of stuff. But I remember the next day, this kid, I had just woken up, and this kid came up to me. He's like, "Bro, thank you for everything that you told me yesterday. It's exactly what I need to hear." And he told me that instead of wanting to kill himself, he wants to get baptized.
Wow, that's big.
Dang.
And it had just caught me so off guard that morning.
Mm.
And I just, you know, I just remember I just like had that time with God where even though that all happened with what happened yesterday when I just felt so empty,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had remembered everything that happened at team camp. And I kind of just like, I've never read and prayed as much as I did yesterday. As I said, I was on such a slump, you know, until I started talking to God. And like I told these two, you know, like I had this like void in my heart, and I had tried to put so much things into it that wouldn't fit, you know, or that would fit, but it just like comes right out again. You know, I would find distractions
Yeah.
I would do anything but turn to God.
Yeah.
But when I finally did, it had brought me this overwhelming feeling of just, I just felt like the Holy Spirit, you know, was with me, and it just kind of just changed my entire like mindset about everything. And for the first time in so long, I had just felt whole. And I know I said that I haven't done a podcast because we've been busy.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna be honest, even if I wasn't, I probably wouldn't have shot a podcast because I didn't want to like. I always just thought that I had to be perfect to
Yeah.
share the
Yeah.
gospel.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to break the brokenhearted when I'm broken as well? When I'm just
Yeah.
as broken as everybody else
Yeah.
watching this podcast.
Yeah.
And really, there's still gonna be so much bad stuff happening in my life. You know, you can't remove all the bad things.
Yeah. It's
Oh, yeah.
life.
But,
Life's not
but when
always
you-
perfect.
but I'll just tell you guys this: but when you have God with you every step of the way, it just completely changes it.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer feel a void in your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
You don't feel alone in those dark moments.
Yeah, I
Even
felt
if,
whole.
even if it's just for a little bit too. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
And if he's watching this, the kid I'm talking about, because I told him about the podcast and stuff, I just hope, man, that really just with everything I said, I had gone through so much stuff that I didn't really tell you. And really, like, you know, we've all gone through stuff.
Oh yeah.
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 So just really just, God really just put God in your life, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I said, I had tried to turn away from God so many times.
Mm-hmm.
But when I finally accepted that the only option I had was God,
Yeah.
it just changed me, bro, for the
Mhm.
better. Yeah.
You're like what you did for that kid, like big influence.
Bro,
right
you
there.
could,
Like,
bro, you literally probably just saved a life,
you
bro.
saved a lot.
Because like
you-
there's no idea what that kid like. There's no idea like what was going through his mind. Why did he go the other way around like to the balcony? Like, I I mean,
I would have just thought
and
he
you were-
enjoyed the
like
view.
he could have done, like he could have ended it right.
Yeah.
That's maybe that's what he was going to do.
The second time, like the second you said he went back to the balcony of the
Yeah.
to see the lake, and I was like, is
Yeah,
he gonna
bro.
jump off?
Yeah, bro, that's
or
what I was
something
thinking.
like that. I was like, bro, dude, like you saved a life.
Was y'all like
you
at the
straight up-
balcony or like on the way there, like when you talked to him?
At the balcony.
Oh, okay.
But he had just been like, when I caught him, he kind of just had like, I don't think he was actually gonna end it that night.
Yeah.
But I don't know really.
You
what he's
never
up to,
know,
But
yeah.
like, he just kind of would just had his like hands and his
Yeah.
like kind
Yeah.
of face,
Dang,
like
bro.
just crying. So
That's crazy.
Dude, that's a big and like you lit a spark, like you lit light in that
Yeah.
in his heart. I mean, like
That's crazy, bro.
that's
just
crazy.
shows you that, like-
I really hope you're watching this, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, bro.
That's crazy.
That kid's got a story to tell too.
He's got a story to tell.
That
dude.
that just shows you that, like,
he lives like I think an hour and a half. I might have him on the podcast.
Bro.
If I ever could, I would reach out to him. For
Yeah,
sure,
bro.
and just yeah,
That
he's
just shows
asked to
you.
be on the podcast,
Really?
but
Really?
he just doesn't. He's in Florida right now. He's on vacation
yeah,
again, so
Okay.
I can't.
Bro, if he could ever make it work,
Yeah,
that'd be a testimony, bro.
yeah,
real, bro.
Everybody
crazy.
that testimony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That just shows you that, like, no matter what you're going through, like, even if you are broken, God can still use you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
to help another person that is broken.
And I
Because,
think
like
that-
you said, you felt empty and stuff, but God used you.
Yeah.
and I think that's why I even like chose the topic because every time we have a topic, we just kind of just talk about it.
Yeah.
But that's really what it is: finding a purpose.
Yeah.
And I remember yesterday I felt no purpose
Mhm.
until I had the person I talked to yesterday just told me like how much I have influenced people. And I even told this person I'm done with the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with short film. Like I wasn't even gonna film today. That's why I texted you so late because
Yeah.
I was in that.
Yeah.
moment, but I was like, I'm done with the podcast. I'm done making short films. I probably won't even go to school. I'll probably just take online school.
Yeah.
So, because I know I don't want to have to be around my friends during like this tough time. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, when I had that one-on-one experience with God, it just changed everything for me, and it had gave me this new sense of purpose
Yeah.
that I had to, with what I just told you guys, that really just showed me that you like not even just me, just anybody watching can just have such a big influence on people.
Absolutely, big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on, like, you don't have to be perfect to help other people. I know
Yeah.
I wasn't for sure. I was far from perfect.
That's what I feel like that's what a lot of people think too. You gotta
Yeah.
before you help somebody out, you gotta have everything figured out too.
Oh yeah.
I feel that's what I feel like when we don't have it all figured out. I feel like that makes it more real. Like you're more
Yeah, you're
real
more
to
real.
them because you can relate to them. That you have those.
Yeah.
Maybe not be the same struggles, but you have struggles in your life too. Well, that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for watching the Just God podcast. This was episode 15 with Rich. Thank you, Rich, for coming again.
Anytime.
Sir.
Blessed to be here.
And we'll catch y'all on episode 16. See y'all.